there's this girl nabonye kuri Substack, right? Yanditse sinibuka izina, but she's Nigerian. Ariko yanditse a Substack. The title is "With the Sex That Changed My Feminism."
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, this is kind of long, so bear with me. Ariko, it is mad entertaining. Y'all please, follow along. So, she started, I met Olalade.
By the way, no Munyarwanda cyangwa.
No Nigerian.
Yeah.
I met Olalade on Substack 6 months ago. He came into my life at exactly the moment I wasn't looking for anyone. My Substack Yoruba man. We flirted in a comment section under a few of my notes, but I didn't think much of it. I'd just gotten out of a situationship. I had no business being heartbroken over.
Yeah.
But what ifs are the worst kind of heartbreak, and that was exactly what happened with Jay. All the sense I had gained from my last situationship seemed to evaporate the moment Ololade posted a photo of himself. 6 feet, clean goatee, buzz cut, fake piercing, moisturized lips, a dark-skinned man in senators. Yeesh!
Yeah.
A part of my body rose. Jesus, the boy is fine. As though he was the prototype of humanity.
Oh.
Glaze. If you don't glaze me like this, now you're not mine, nigga.
Oh my God, bro.
I stared at the photo for a few minutes, wondering how someone could possibly be that beautiful before commenting, Lade, ma papina. I don't know what that means. He replied,
like they're saying.
He replied, Mofa paye. I don't know what that shit is too.
No, like what they mean. Like how they.
That's actually kind of racist, but yeah.
What? Mofi pie.
Ah, no, nigga.
Anybody know what that means?
If only Substack's translator had existed then, I might have realized he was foreshadowing everything that would unfold over the following months. Now,
oh my God, bro. That girl is so into it.
Yeah, nigga, wait, bro. As a short girl, I sent a message request with the cheesiest line I now deeply regret. Okoyandit's quotations. Do you know any cardiologist? I don't understand what's going on with my heart rate after looking at your photos. Call 911.
God, dude, bro. God,
yeah, Shakespeare.
Yeah, Tashi.
Yeah, I'm literally throwing up in my mouth remembering that whack-ass line coming from an African recognized poet. But it worked, and really,
obviously, bro.
Of course it worked. I know.
Who won't?
Men don't really. You just gotta. A high will do. I mean, you went the extra mile. I'm sure the high would have did the job.
A high will do. I could.
Yeah,
that even.
Where we at? But it worked. And really, does the process matter as long as it produces results? It did. It sparked a chain of reaction of endless conversation about everything and nothing. Lade, I'm just gonna call him Lade.
Lade.
Nyine ni Lade ariko nzajya mvuga Lade. Lade niko.
Nako Lade ntacyo nzuwa.
Kumva bitanyihutira nyine.
Lade.
Yeah. Lade reacted with a laughing emoji to my message, and I heaved a sigh of relief. It was certainly better than the dry smiles I'd gotten from the situationship I had just escaped. He subscribed to my Substack, and we moved from flirting in the comments to talking in the DMs. I loved his face just as much as I loved his mind, and I just knew I was going to love his voice. One of Substack's greatest flaws is the absence of voice notes. Since he still didn't know what I looked like, we exchanged Instagram handles, and after deleting and re-recording a video of myself an embarrassing number of times, I finally sent it. He told me that with almond eyes like mine, the stars will be considered dim.
Yeah. God, damn. Yeah. Oh my God.
But this is
that couple gonna be a problem, bro.
Hold on, nigga. But this isn't a story of how I ended up liking this boy silly. It's about coaches. The talking stage continued. He read every article I published almost immediately and would send me thoughtful reviews in my DMs, glazing me on what an amazing writer I was. The day I heard his voice, I knew that more than anything, I wanted to be between his thighs. I was right. He looked good, sounded even better, and I was convinced he tastes better than he sounded. That call unlocked a series of late night conversations. Your mother was right, by the way. Calls with men after 11 p.m. will have you making life-altering decisions like falling in love and engaging in all other silly games you people play these days. The man knew exactly what his voice did to me, so voice notes gradually replaced text. There was something about his voice I could never get used to. It was like water. It satisfied me in every damn time. It satisfies me. It satisfied me every damn time. I confessed my feelings for him, and he confessed his too. Of course.
She did it first.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, of course, not me, nah. I mean, I don't know. That pushed us into another level of closeness. I'd already told him that relationships were a touchy subject for me. I preferred living things undefined because labels came with expectations. Expectations bred disappointment, and I hated disappointment. Looking back now, that logic makes absolutely no sense. Situationships have expectations too. They just refuse to acknowledge them. Woo! Is she a writer, nigga? Yeah. Anyways, Lade was the sweetest man. We got so close that he became my partner on Flow. You know what Flow is? Flow ni app girls they use to track their periods. Oh yeah. He became my partner on Flow. And he never failed to send me money for red velvet cupcakes and ice cream whenever Flow predicted that my mood was about to become everybody's problem. But once the clock struck 11 p.m., all hell would break loose. The demon I wanted so badly to have sex with will demerge. This is not an Olu story because, unlike Olu, the nudes were very much solicited. He'd send me pictures of his dry dates. Kisha, or is it Lulu? I don't know what that means. When they were soft, followed by the veiny cassava they eventually became.
What? I don't get it.
Hold on. He said nudes, 11 p.m. But when 11 p.m., all hell would break loose. The demon I wanted so badly to have sex with will demerge. The guy. Where he would send nudes of like him soft. And also, Ikaziri followed by the veiny cassava. Only a man with real confidence will send a nude before he was fully inflated. I loved every bit of it, especially
that was crazy.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Shit, why you taking pictures of yourself soft, bro? Come on. It was a before and after. Oh God.
Before and after.
I loved every bit of it, especially when he'd stroke himself while saying my native name in that deep baritone of his.
What the fuck?
As it called, I answered. God damn. As it called, I answered. His voice would grow huskier, and I'll tell him what I was wearing while he became the tour guide to my own body. The man was excellent with adjectives and adverbs.
Yeah.
My photographic memory did the rest, leaving me moaning into my pillows, hands between my thighs. Wait, hold on. What? Nigga. Hands between my thighs, imagining his blessed sacrament claiming my holy ground.
I said, man, this bitch is on Substack, man.
Come on. It was torture, but the good kind. The kind that lets you please yourself after spending an entire week pleasing everyone else. What she got, bars?
I ain't gonna lie,
that's one way to put gunning. That's another definition, gunning.
Yeah.
Like a sexy way to define
that's
gunning.
Like Substack definition of gunning.
Lade lived in Lagos, In case you're wondering why, despite being such a great man, I was still subjecting him to the torture of releasing on my screen. Oh my God.
What?
Wait, hold on. It was a long distance situationship. Neither of us wanted to say the L word. It frightened me. So we left things exactly as they were. Two Substack strangers savoring sex sounds on Saturdays. The alliteration alone cannot capture how desperately I longed for Saturdays. By the third month, we couldn't take it anymore. The sexual tension had become unbearable, and we were convinced that if our poles ever met, we'd create magic. We were attracted to each other intellectually, physically, and sexually. So we decided to meet on the anniversary of my whack-ass pickup line. As he booked his flight, I found myself wondering what lingerie he'd like. We settled on February 5th, 2025. He initially suggested Valentine's Day, but I refused. That would have turned it into something more, and all I wanted was this and nothing more. I wasn't ready to have all of him, so I convinced myself that some of him would be enough. Come on, she can write though.
I say it again.
But she can write, bruh. No. The week he was due to arrive, I found myself singing happily in the shower before heading off to my 9-to-5 prison. I counted the days to my sick day on Friday like he was a child waiting for Christmas. His flight landed in Abuja on Wednesday, and he texted me about how excited he was to finally meet me. I, on the other hand, couldn't slip a wink. He slept just fine because he was jet lagged from the trip. I was absolutely going to make this an issue later, by the way. Okay. After my hot bath on Thursday evening, I smiled as I read the details he sent me. It's like details restaurant, like restaurant is called Ortega Restaurant. Meet me there 8 p.m. I'll be waiting outside with a bouquet of orchids. I know you don't understand the concept of flowers, but I had to bring you something. They're artificial, so they won't trigger your sinuses. Yeah. Go, my coochie shed a tear. Not just because I just finished shaving or because she was excited. Laid was thoughtful.
Oh my God.
The location was perfect. The location was perfect. It was close to where I lived, the place where service would eventually be held. I slipped into a short strapless black dress, boobs bare, silently praying that he'd slip me out of it as effortlessly as I'd slipped into it. I hoped my 8 months of celibacy and countless nights spent groaning into my pillows would finally fail. I know what you're probably thinking. Meeting a man for the first time with sex at the back of my mind. Young home mentality. Maybe, but I genuinely liked him. We lived in different cities and opportunities to see each other were rare. Why should we pretend we didn't want what we both so obviously wanted? And why am I even explaining myself to you? I was going to fuck him, period. I don't know.
That's how they beat us. I don't know why.
Okay. The ride he booked for me arrived as I stood staring at the heavy clouds, convincing myself that they were a sign from the Most High, blessing my hedonism with weather made for two. The venue wasn't far, but by the time I got there, my knees had already gone weak.
Shit. Why? Oh my God, bro.
Bro, what am I reading? God damn! I think you're right, though. He stood there.
We need, like, oh my God, to lock in, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Make a girl go crazy like that?
Shut up, nigga. What is it?
Shit.
We are satisfying, I got sexually, mentally, physically. Well, the most you can do is mentally, no, you're dumb. I don't even know, bro. One of us. He stood there in a black senator, a purple asa. Okay, it's like a Nigerian fit, I guess. Perched on his head, smiling as I stepped out the car. Thankfully, I was paired the awkward hello. Where are you? I'm outside, because I spotted him from a few feet away. My heart dropped and my coochie immediately took over my thinking. I ran into his arms, the orchid still in his hands as his biceps wrapped around my trimmed waist. I knew every Sunday school lesson I'd ever learned was in serious danger that night.
I said, like, not gonna be AI, bro. How the fuck do you even think about it?
Oh, God, yeah.
So I said, like, man, pain was hot. I swear to God.
We hurried through our meal, not because we were hungry, but because we were hungry.
Oh, yeah.
You heard her? God damn.
God damn, bro. I said, God, Drake gotta use her, bro. I said, God, oh, shit.
Yes, the weather was threatening and outpouring, and Laddie, much like Salt, did not go well with rain. As his teeth sank into the chicken thigh on his plate, I caught myself thinking that maybe being a chicken wasn't such a terrible fate after all. I inhaled my meal, and minutes later, we're in the transit to Sodom.
Oh,
The ride. We gotta get through this shit, bro. God damn.
Shit, bro.
The ride home felt like the longest of my life. Electricity danced through my fingers as he held my hand and stared out the window. Neither of us said a word, but I knew our thoughts had already arrived at the same destination before we had. We sprinted into my apartment after getting drenched. Delayed only by my stubborn padlock, which had apparently chosen that very moment to become too tight for the key to penetrate. The familiar scent of my strawberry. Well, hold on. Yeah. I have a dirty mind, bro. God damn. The familiar scent of my strawberry scented air freshening packet welcomed us inside. I tossed him a towel as he dabbed the rain from his face. He let out a laugh that made my walls tremble. Effortlessly breaking the silence, he stepped closer to my to hand the towel back.
Okay, hold on. I'm even like imagining the pictures.
Yeah.
You too?
Of course. The fuck? Remember? He stepped closer to hand the towel back, and before I could figure out what he was doing, he leaned in and whispered, "Palchi, I don't know this word, bro." Anyways.
No, when they can imagine if you have
Go Paul Chi two dinners. Paul Cree two. I don't know that word, bro.
But yeah, we all know what he meant.
His kisses trailed from my ears to my collarbone as his hands found my already hardened nipples. He lingered at my neck, tracing its contours with his lips as though he were trying to memorize it by touch alone. I gently guided his face back to mine and smacked his lips playfully twice. He pulled me closer by the waist, closing the distance between us, and devoured my lips with the kind of hunger that left no corner of my mouth unexplored.
Boy.
This was good. I pulled away briefly and breathed. Lade, he smiled. I led him to my bed. I helped him out of his clothes, and he slipped me out of my rain-soaked dress, revealing the blue lace panties I'd eventually settled on after staging countless Victoria's Secret pageants in front of my mirror. I swayed over to the Bluetooth speaker and put on Tonongo by SARS. Tonongo. What is this?
SARS.
SARS
ni niga yegute.
SARS is ukunda kumumva.
Yeah, SARS nyine turamuza ariko nkizo ntago tuba tuzi.
Okay, ngo Tonongo by SARS, hoping it will swallow our sounds beneath the rain splattering against my window.
I gotta hear that shit, bro.
Hey, come on. I jumped into the bed with him and felt his little boy, the one I jumped into bed with him and felt his little boy, the one I already knew so well from the pictures, and I instantly got ready for the ride he was going to take me on. We started with kissing passionately, as if trying to know each other's history by our saliva, with his hand placement on point as he grabbed my waist with reckless abandon. I promise everything was going really well until he brought out his tongue. Everything was going well. His tongue swirled around my mouth with no discernible direction while he let out soft moans. My face must have looked puzzled, but it was only the beginning, and I wasn't about to hand him a D- before we'd even set for the exam. Okay. Lade was the experienced one between us, so I convinced myself that maybe I just hadn't been French kissed enough to appreciate it. So I moaned. Okay. It was a relief when he finally left my mouth to explore the rest of my body. His kisses found my breasts, one cradled in his hand, while the other disappeared in his mouth. The suckling sent a wave through me, and I let out a genuine moan. He pulled back, looked at me with unmistakable desire, and admitted he'd been wondering what I sounded like in real life. I don't know whether that moan boosted his confidence, but he decided it was time to start playing with my nipples. Bro bit me. I moaned in pain.
Now go on and like a better person to read it. I say it again, bro.
Bro bit me. I moaned in pain, but bro took it as a sign that he was doing a fantastic job. I tried to gently guide his head back toward my lips, but he seemed determined to harvest both my tits with his teeth.
God damn.
So he simply moved on to the other one. It was a bittersweet season. I was mourning in pleasure and in pain, the two becoming almost impossible to distinguish. Deep down though, I wished he'd skip that part entirely. His lips made their way to my coochie, who was already emotional and tearing up at the thought of the paleness she'd been dreaming about. The trail of kisses along my thighs was genuinely pleasurable. I won't even lie. It almost made me forget the boob incident. Then his tongue found my clit. I felt nothing at all. What the fuck? I don't know what he thought he was doing down there, but whatever it wasn't working for me. I stayed quiet for a while until he eventually looked up, searching for my face for feedback.
But just like I'm going to freeze, what
the fuck? I don't know. That's when the performance began. I softened my expression into pleasure, parted my lips, and let out a moan that belonged in a different room from the one we were in. I wasn't lost in ecstasy. I was painfully present. I pitied him. He had traveled all this way, and I couldn't bear to watch disappointment settle on his face. So I lied, of course. Every fake moan encouraged him to keep going, and I gave them the confidence of someone who had been playing this role for years. By the end of it, he'd had a wonderful experience. I had a C grade one, and that's me generously factoring in how emotionally attracted I was to him. This is where I'll pause the story.
Oh, fuck, bro. Oh, hell no.
I call myself a feminist, yet somewhere in my head lives a script I didn't write, but somehow memorized. It shows up most vividly in the bedroom. It tells me that sex is something women give and men receive. It teaches me to protect...
What?
What?
Oh, yeah, that ain't true.
I'm reading what you wrote. God damn, nigga. The fuck? Oh, yeah. Protect my own pleasure. It convinces me that performance is kinder than honesty. Nobody ever sat me down and said, lie to men in bed. Society didn't have to. It taught me to tell men their dicks were hitting my stomach when they clearly weren't. To convince them that infinitesimally. It convinced me that small dicks were gigantic cocks capable of completing us, to moan louder than I felt, to praise what did nothing for me. We lose our true voices in the bedroom and bury them beneath performance. We lose our true voices in the bedroom and bury them beneath performance of pleasure, so we don't bruise men's ego. Yet we're emotional. We're the emotional ones. Funny. I know. Nobody explicitly asked us to do any of this, and that's precisely how conditioning works. when I was pleasuring Glade.
This part is so boring. Please, so what the fuck?
No, moral of the story. When I was pleasuring Glade, he didn't have to wonder whether I was enjoying it. He was free to guide me, bop to the rhythm. Okay, so moral of the story, what she was saying is...
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Keep going.
Oh, yeah, you know, moral of the story. And said, dear ladies, stop talking to your diary after sex. Talk to the man lying beside you. Guide him, correct him, tell him which buttons to press, tell him when something hurts, tell him when something does absolutely nothing. If you didn't orgasm, say so. Your honesty is not an attack on his masculinity. It's an invitation to intimacy. She can write, bro. This to me is how we begin to deconstruct patriarchy in the bedroom and have orgasmic lives. It's not just by winning arguments on the internet, but by refusing to perform pleasure we never experienced. Dear men, learn to unlearn. What worked for your ex may do absolutely nothing for the other person. Every woman's body is different language. Come to her like a virgin, not inexperienced, but teachable. Leave your assumptions at the door and let her teach you what pleasure looks like to her. Pay attention to the shifts. Notice the difference between pleasure and performance. Listen beyond your sounds. Create a bedroom where honesty is safer than validation.
Yeah.
If she tells you something isn't working, don't see it as criticism. Yeah. See it as trust. And if she doesn't orgasm, let her know that's okay, that she will keep learning her body until she does. Yeah. That was the moral of the story. That was shit, that was long, bro. So yeah, man, that was the moral of the story, man. You have to learn.
Yeah, all the fucks. Ain't gonna lie, bro. But
she can write though, for real.
Yeah, it ended in the fucking way. Man, I didn't want to.
That's how it usually happens, though. Okay, setting your expectations so high, and then you go performing, and nah. And the fucked up part is that you'll never know. It's Substack, oh shit.
Oh, they do Oh shit. My boy, what are we doing, bro?
It is.
Oh my god.
There are probably some girls out there, but Substack. Hey shit. Never mind.
Yeah, it will be a different story, bro.
That's a narrative. How'd you find it though?
What? The Substack?
Oh yeah, like this.
Yeah, the girl is so talented. I can tell you that, bro.
How about she can write?
She can write.
She can write.
Easy.
Cadê a ditadura?